All right, down here at the bottom left, a scary, scary Zerg. His name is a mystery to some. He is. Looks very calm.
Well, you would be too if you just won 2 games.
Yeah, I would, man. All I can read on that sign is fighting. It's like the handwriting is so difficult for me to read. All right, up here at the top right, member of the team OGSTL, a great, great Terran from Brood War, also pretty consistent in StarCraft 2. He is.
OGSTL, nada.
So many fans in the audience. There's actually this one girl that always comes here, and like I don't think she can speak English. She can't hear me saying this. She like always comes when Nada comes, and when Moletrap and I were casting together, we called her the Nada girl. And she's there, and she loves Nada, man, and I love fans like that. If you guys come in Seoul and you've got your favorite player coming, you better be coming to Mukdong that day. You better be cheering for him. You could be the like Nada boy or girl. Come down here and cheer for your I'm serious. Come down here and cheer for your if you're a fan of a player, come down here and cheer for him. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say it, and I'm seeing the 2 racks, and I'm like, I want to talk about both. Well, the 2 racks is coming out. It is going to be a speedling, no, it's not going to be a speedling expand. It's a fast.
Yeah, what are you talking about, Wolf?
I don't know,
Pay
man.
attention.
I'm becoming a fanboy. I'm like already a fanboy of Nada. I'm having a fanboy moment, okay? So Nada is going to be 2 racksing here.
Of course, he is at the Pong Pong is at the southern spawn. See what happens.
Yep. So, what we're talking about, guys, is there's this area where there's a little cavern in the ZeNEX cavern. So you put a bunker, the Marine can hide behind it, and it cannot be targeted by Zerglings. And the bunker finishes, then you leapfrog with the bunker. It's very annoying to deal with. And Pong Pong actually doesn't have an Overlord to spot for this SCV. He could get bunkered, like, right now.
Yeah, I don't think he actually saw that SCV at all.
No, but Nada's not going to go for it. He doesn't want to risk it.
No, not that early.
That could have been pretty bad.
Does have that first Marine coming across, if I'm reading the mini-map right. There we go.
Yep, and 2 more about to join in as well.
We're going to see him run to the spot. No, he's just going to do a normal bunker position.
He's going to put the first bunker down here aggressively because of that creep spread.
6 lings in production now.
Yeah, just 6, and he might be thinking that this is just a little bit of a pressure move, but he doesn't know it's actually now. 2 racks. Yeah, he is making actually up to 10 lings now, and Nada actually backs off, leaving the bunker somewhat constructed. He's going to cancel that. If he had started that first bunker though with that SCV, the game would have just ended. I can't even tell you guys how that that would have gone.
Yeah. I like the fact that he didn't overextend himself.
Yeah, he started the command center.
A lot of players,
lings.
Yeah. He forced lings. A lot of players actually still try and go for it, and then they lose their lings as well. You're better off just pulling back if you know you're going to get outdone anyway. There's a lot of lings on the map here.
Yeah. It's a risky choice to stay. Keep your Marines alive, why not? You've already forced the Zerglings, what are those going to do? And you've already killed this imaginary drone number because it's just the opportunity cost is there.
Yeah.
And these lings are going to try to come up here, and they could actually get caught, but they're not quite realize where they were. He's actually just going to attack with his Marines, and the lings have no idea where the Marines are. Well, the Overlord sees them now.
Yeah, this is actually dangerous though because
and the SCV knows there's nothing there.
Yeah, not yet, but there's 16 lings in production.
Yeah,
Speed's
man.
about to finish.
He's got to get these Marines in a good spot.
Oh, reinforcements being cut off here. There's Speed.
Yeah, right now, there's a total of 20 lings on the map versus just 10 Marines. Got to be very careful with that. Nada going up to 4 barracks, adding those gases.
Well, he needs to find a way to protect his command center as he moves down.
I like this just pressure style.
Yeah.
He's forced so many lings, and now the lings are worthless. What are they going to do? Like, Nada's like, guess what? I'm behind a wall off. You didn't catch my Marines. I know you wanted to. I teased you with them. You can't have them, though.
So we see now Pong Pong is just turning into drone mode. 7 in production now.
Yep. Looks like he may take a fast gold. At the very least, he knows Nada's going to stick in his base for a while, so he might as well get rid of the rocks while he can.
I like the fast gold, though, even as a choice, because you can just sit there at the front. Marines coming down the ramp now again for Nada.
Yeah, I think he's just going to move that command center down. He's getting a very fast stim. He could go to attack again. He's got so many Marines out. He's got, in fact, 17 Marines out now. That could be enough to end the game if Pong Pong just messes up a little bit.
Pong Pong sees it now.
Yeah, he's got 3 gases on the way. Doesn't have a Baneling Nest just yet. He's going to probably need one, though, to hold this.
No, Nada pulling back yet again.
He's just forcing more lings. He's
well,
just doing
Pong
this
Pong didn't
tease
actually
move.
make any lings there. I think he's tuned into this
Yeah,
style
he's figuring
now.
it out. Factory going up here for Nada.
Nada splitting all his Marines in case of a run by. I like that.
This is we're gonna go into the phase of the game where players are just, the mind games are over, and it's gonna be kind of like, oh, who makes the best choices? 5 drones in production, Lair, Evo Chamber, Stim getting close to being finished, +1 weapons, and he's gonna get that starport up here pretty soon. It's all gonna come down to the medevac and the Spire timing, I think. The medevacs come out before the Spire, and he gets some drops off. That can be quite devastating. Needs that Spire to kind of control the game.
Interestingly, no, not interestingly. Don't worry. I thought that was something different.
You guys will never know what Unstable thought. I know what he thought.
I'm surprised Pong Pong hasn't taken the third. Like, he did this on Belshire as well.
Yeah, he just plays very safe. Doesn't take the third until he has to, makes the macro hatchery instead.
Yeah.
And I really like that because it's so safe. More Zergs need to do this because, yeah, sure, it feels like a wasted investment, kind of like, oh, I could have just made the hatchery at the third, but it's so much easier to defend. You get a lot more units out. Then you can drone up as well from that hatchery. Then when you do get that third up, it's instantly saturated. It's much safer to take it. You don't have to take a fast third as a Zerg. I know some of you guys think you have to, but you don't.
No, you don't have to. But like, looking at Nada's natural right now, there is absolutely no aggression that Pong Pong can really do.
Yeah.
At all.
His Marines are perfectly split up. The width of a Baneling explosion between each of them. He's memorized it. He's got 3 bunkers full of Marines. He's even got a siege tank out. Spire halfway done. As the first medevacs pop.
There we go.
He's going to that drop. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, this timing here, it's like Spire versus medevac. Who's going to finish first?
That being said, this comes right into view here of the Xel'Naga Tower.
Yeah, usually you have the towers cleaned up before you do something like this because otherwise your opponent's just going to completely shut it down.
Or he just doesn't care.
Yeah, he's Nada, man. He doesn't care about anything. He's like, I'm Nada. Hello, have you noticed that you're playing against Nada?
But I'm just looking here. These overlords down the bottom that were there to spot the drops have actually started backing away from where Marines can land and pick them off. So yet again, we're seeing more fake aggression coming out from Nada.
Yeah, he just wanted to check the third base. Did you make a third base? No, you didn't. I guess I'll just go home with this. I'll drop, clean up the watchtowers on my way back, pick up a McDonald's cheeseburger. We'll be back for dinner. And this Marine over here on the left side of the map also checks to see if there's a third base. So Nada now knows there's no third base. He adds his command center. He's still playing extremely safe.
He's also he might actually catch that overlord on the right-hand side as well.
He's trying to.
No, I don't think he'll get it.
I don't think so either, man.
That's right. Oh, but Nada moving out now. Does get spotted. Nice link timing there by Pong Pong. They're sitting on about the same supply. Baneling speed just finished right now. That is huge for him. Needs to be careful. Needs to see where these units are going. I don't think he's going to give him a chance.
He's actually... This is pretty risky. Baneling speed is done. There are 3 siege tanks. Nice scan here by Nada, taking out a lot of creep tumors.
He's kept all the bunkers filled with Marines. I love that.
Yeah, I love that too, man. I'm in love with it. I'd marry it.
Well, he's just adapting to the style of himself from last game.
But these mutas are going to come in here, force a stim, being very, very careful. And Nada actually goes home.
Yeah.
He's not sure how many more mutas are about to pop. Knows that the forces that he has right now might not be enough to deal with the speedlings. He's got a lot of units in those bunkers.
Nada does have that third command center finished now.
Yeah, and the third hatchery for Pong Pong is just now being started.
This is going to be very dangerous though, because it's very close to the third here that Nada's going to put down.
Yeah.
He does have a wing there just in case he's coming out.
There's
There's
a burrowed
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm looking at the minimap. There's a yellow dot in the middle of that.
There's a burrowed link like on top of Nada's army, so he knows exactly where it is.
Oh, Muta's coming in right onto Stim Marines. Getting a lot of Marines there. But losing quite a few.
He kills a few SCVs and going to pick off these Marines before leaving.
Yep.
I like this move though. He's got that burrowed link there to see the army positioning of Nada.
Yeah.
And then he just goes and abuses the fact that most of it is out of town.
Well, it is going to be spotted over here on the third base though.
Yep.
The Lynx, what are the Lynx doing?
are on break right now. Okay, here they come. Let's take out a lot of drones. Kind of surprised he didn't just burrow those. He does have that burrow research.
Yeah. He's also taking that 3 o'clock position as well. Borrowed Banelings in the middle here.
It's Pong Pong style, man.
Yeah. Pong Pong playing so well today. Muta's
is.
actually picking off a tank. And running
Muta's
over
running
the
into bunkers. Oh, we're talking at the same time. You guys didn't get a shot of it. He lost about 5 Mutas to the Nautilus bunkers up front.
Yeah.
It's pretty huge. Especially when you know he's trying to go for this Muta heavy composition. He's going to take out some of these depots. Oh man, losing another Muta at those depots as well.
But he's going to be on 4 bases very shortly. It's very close to where Nada's third is. That's what I'm really worried about here for Pong Pong, though, because he could easily... Whoa. I just saw him. On that screen, there was a turret going up, and it saw the Ling, and the siege tank attacked the Ling. It was right under one of the tanks.
Yeah, man, that Ling was... He was a covert Ling all his life.
Yeah.
And the turret came up, and things went badly for him after that.
I'm really surprised that Pong Pong didn't take the gold. He chose to go for that third.
I'm also really surprised he's stuck with the Muta composition for this long, and he lost so many and then just tried to rebuild. That's kind of a costly investment sometimes.
Yeah.
So it really shows that he really wants to stick with it.
Yeah.
And again, not taking the gold base is like the most surprising thing ever. He's taking bases close to Nada's bases instead.
Something interesting here, there's only 5 tanks in the composition for Nada. The rest is purely Marines.
Yeah, he's going very heavy Marines. Making a Thor right now to help deal with these Mutas. Picking up these Marines in the middle of the map, on top of the watchtower.
Does see the burrowed Banelings as well.
Yeah, that was obviously a trap.
Yeah.
Admiral Atbar was screaming in Nada's ear there, like, don't do it! Why would he go for those Marines like that? It doesn't make any sense. 2 Thors on the way right now, actually. And Nada giving a constant stream of 8 Marines per round.
Oh, get away!
+1 vehicle weapons and 2 infantry weapon upgrades on the way for Nada. +1 flyer Carapace on the way for Pung Pung, as well as Passion Gland. So he's getting those infestors out. I like that choice. Against a marine heavy composition like this, better to have infestors than to have
Brainlings?
Brainlings. Brainlings.
Yep.
He's got some brainlings in his brain that help him make that decision.
Both these guys are maxed out now, though, so it's going to come down to positioning. The dangerous part for Pong Pong is that he needs to do enough damage so that he can survive until his remax comes.
Yeah. And Nada's got the better upgrades. Right now, Hive Tech is on the way. Nada taking another base, going to be his 4th base pretty soon here.
I think Pong Pong has to realize that I'm not sure if he can even save that base on the 9 o'clock position here.
Yeah, I don't think he can. I mean, he's got a lot of spines there. I don't think he's going to want to engage this.
Oh,
he's going to go for a
dead.
huge counterattack.
All these Lings, there's so many units left at home here for Nada, though, going to clear out a lot of these. The Spine Crawl is doing a great job over at the 3 o'clock, killing a lot of Marines. But Nada's split up here. Muta's going to the natural, Ling's going into the main to get these SCVs. Great job by Pong Pong.
Yeah, there are a lot of Marines in the main base, though. They are going to clean this up. They do have better upgrades.
Something's dangerous here, though. Look at the resources.
Yeah, the resources of Pung Pung getting quite low, whereas Nada's resources floating at 2,000, 1,000. These Mutas, these Marines, though, and the SCVs are going to wish they weren't there. But the
Thor!
6
2
Thors!
Thors! 3!
Oh, man.
How many did he lose?
Oh, I will count them for you. Oh, I don't know, about like 8 to 12?
That is not what he needed right then. Nada looking very strong at the moment. Infestors are out now, though.
Yeah, they are out. They do have the energy upgrade.
Broodlords are coming soon as well. That is a very tough composition to deal with for any Terran.
Yeah, Nada has started adding a lot more tanks into the mix as well.
Nada knows the Broodlords are coming, though, because we just saw that scan.
And he did take out that 9 o'clock base. He's got his 4th base going to go up as soon as he realizes that
there's a Ling there.
One of those covert Zerlings. Pung Pung has a total of 4 infestors out, actually. That's not a whole lot. He's like, I got you, covert Ling! And all the Marines stim down, they're charging at him, the Ling's like sleeping.
The upgrades up. It's just going to be insane for Nada in a minute.
Yeah, they are. He's going to be at 3-3. He's got +2 vehicle weapons on the way. And Pung Pung at 2-1. 2 being the weapons.
He needs to be careful.
The scariest thing here is... Oh, nice bungle! Oh, backs away!
Get away!
Oh, lost 2 infestors there.
Yeah.
A little bit hesitant.
Pong Pong is getting very gas heavy at the moment, though.
Yeah, he is.
But he really didn't want to lose the infestors because he needs some way to keep the Marines out.
These Broodlords... Sorry, I just want to go to the Broodlords. He's making the Broodlords. But like you were saying, he scanned and he saw it, and now these Broodlords are going to be almost worthless because
he's got 4 Vikings in production?
Yeah, 4 Vikings in production. There's already 6 out there. Yeah. He's going to have 10 Vikings, and they're not going to be that many infestors.
No. Usually you want the Infestors to stop the Marines or Vikings getting to you. Actually, does Nada even know there's a 3 o'clock base? I don't think he cares if he doesn't.
He doesn't know, but he's like going to stop this base over here. Now I think he realizes there is one. He's like, you couldn't have not taken your backdoor base this long.
Yeah.
Those Corruptors taking a lot of fire here.
There's just so many Vikings here now. Spine
Taking out some of
crawlers.
those Overlords. Spine's holding off the 3 o'clock base for a little bit longer, but he's not going to be able to hold it forever. The Broodlord's starting to come into action here a little bit. He's controlling them well.
Doing a lot of splash damage to the Marines is really what he needs right now, but the macro for Nada is just too good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the rest of those Vikings. They were just kind of hanging out in the middle of the map. They have finally rejoined the fleet. Now these Broodlords are going to be very difficult to use, but he's going to pick off some of these tanks down here.
Pick up a lot of tanks. Here
Gotta
come
be careful of the Vikings, though. He wants to try to bait the Vikings in and then fungal them.
He's still 30 supply down, and he's lost pretty much all his mining bases. He's only got that 9 o'clock now,
Yeah,
which he has rebuilt.
He's only got 4 Infestors. Got to be very careful with those.
He's got 500 gas, though, so it might be worth the investment to a few more.
Yeah, Nada just, his resources are banking like crazy because he's got 4 bases and he's maxed out.
Yeah.
He's got full upgrades on his infantry.
The downside for Nada, though, is he can't expand anyway. So if...
Whoa! Drones transferred into some Marines there.
But yeah, like I was saying, Nada can't expand anywhere. So
No,
if Pong
he
Pong
can't.
draws out the game as long as he can, just keeps picking off units like he is at the moment, and doesn't lose Overlords like that.
Be very careful about that. You don't want to put your Broodlords in a spot like that where the Vikings can hit them either.
No. There's a lot of Vikings there. Looks like we do have a drop going down, unless he was just misclicking. There we go.
Well, we'll see a drop in a second, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
It's like hard to tell if he actually intentionally put those in the drop.
Exactly. Oh, nice fungal. So, we're doing it all day, Wolf.
I know, man. We like the same things.
Yeah.
The Baneling's actually doing a good job against the Marines, but the problem is the mech
It's too
army
much.
remains.
Yeah.
And it's way too much. I don't think he's going to be able to hold a counterattack.
Just needed more Infestors to fungal those Vikings, because they bunch up when they're trying to attack a lot of things, and it's just downhill from here.
Yeah.
Nada's instantly getting like 4 tanks and 8 Marines per cycle.
He's getting +1 weapons for his ships. GG.
Yep. There we go.
All right, well, that's it, man. Tide.
Very strong game from Pong Pong, but like we were saying before the game started, you can't out-macro. Oh!
He's like, oh, no, I actually don't want to do that.
But yeah, you just can't. It's almost impossible to match Nada's macro, and that's what we saw shine in that game. I liked how Nada just kept being aggressive. Here he comes out. Yeah, being aggressive and forcing response, and then just saving his units, not wasting them.
Great job with the unit composition as well.
Oh, twice.
He's like, no, I'm the best Terran. You and Supernova and Top don't deserve the high five. Coming over here.
More gift vouchers.
More chicken coupons. It's called Mama's something. I don't know exactly what it's called.
Mama's Touch.
Mama's Touch.
Yeah. It's on every shoulder. Better see that.
I know,
Pay
man.
attention,
I've seen
man.
it around. I knew it was Mama's something. That's all I know, man. I'm not like everyone else in the team FXO that loves chicken more than like anything else in life.
It's good chicken.
So, like,
here,
ask them,
though.
like, can you pay us in chicken? And we're like, kind of, but it's like, I don't want to go to MLG. I just want you to give me some chicken. Can we put that in the contract? So the Wind having a conversation about not his sister again. So yeah, she called me. She said, "Congrats on the match."
Yeah. But tied 2-2 now. So this is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, this is like in the team league so far this season, we haven't had this many close situations. Usually it kind of goes one side or the other, and then it's like the other team's in this drastic position where like, oh, I've got to make something happen. I've only got one person left.
Well, it always goes this way if the players you intend to take someone out work well.
Yes.
If it doesn't work and then you're on the back foot and then you're like, our second choice or our third choice to try and take them out, which is usually less of a good option than who you send out first. So sometimes it just snowballs into a 4-1 or something like that, and someone plays really well.
Yeah, because then you have like this awkward situation where you have one player who practiced for a different matchup, but you have to send him out, and it's like, oh, that's not quite what I was prepared for.
And actually hurts the smaller teams rather than the larger ones.
Yeah, absolutely.
Of course, we're going to find out who's Prime is sending out next.
So let's find out. Could it be the King of Marines? That's what I want, man.
It's gonna be a tough choice.
Oh! It's gonna be Optimus. I believe there's a face wrong. I like can't. Oh, it's actually check. Like I can't. Like they always hide their faces from me.
But I thought you see them by their hairstyle.
I know, man. Well, Optimus and Check have similar hairstyles. Yeah, it's definitely Check.
Yeah. Interesting.
So embarrassed. Check to send out against Nada, I think, in my opinion, is the last thing I would have expected. That his record recently is less than 50%. He has been playing against really good players, but they've been really good Code A players. And Check has been known to get a little bit nervous under pressure. He's played in a lot of really tense situations before and hasn't always performed. Sometimes he does, and sometimes he doesn't. Let's hope today is one of the days he does.
I think we'll see a completely different style from Pong Pong here, though.
You mean Nada?
No, for Check. Different style to Pong.
I thought you were
Pay
saying
attention,
I thought you were saying like Pong Pong's gonna do different styles, like, but Pong Pong's not even here anymore, man.
No.
What universe are you in, Unstable? I'm like, Nada won, right? Am I crazy?
Yeah, but no, I think we'll see a very aggressive
Absolutely
style.
different style, yeah.
Because after seeing that last match, they know as much as we do, as they see everything in the games, even more so because they know what's going on behind the scenes as well. And I really want to know what map they're going to choose.
Yeah, I'm really curious myself. I haven't taken a look at that yet. I think Nada's actually going to do a different style as well. Also, he's going to be a lot more aggressive. He could tag. We're going to take a 5-minute break, though, guys. When we get back, Nada versus Check. The score so far is 2-2, Prime and OGS.